Welcome back to Comic Studio for another time, and we're gonna be scrolling down. But 2 days ago, that we just made for the idiotic for one thing itself, we just completely made the idiotic Comic Studio that just came right here to do this as well. Instead of going all the way too far down as well, that could lead like anything to do this as well. So the other kinds of doing this to Secret Dessert Isle or the secret dessert aisles as well, or probably that we're gonna be finding out for some sort of nothing that I just going to do anyways as well. So until the next video that we're gonna be searching and about for to come for, as we're gonna be looking for the 101 Magical Girl AUS Comic Studio, which means that does actually going to do this as well. And let's just going to jump in and to head it on. Is this going to be for only for girls? And I wonder that we're gonna be trying to access all of it. And let's just go in to get in, and finally we're in. So we're hopefully starting with the characters, and it wasn't going to be such as only one thing as well. So we're gonna be avoided to get scammed, and pretty not possible as well, are going to do it as anyways as well. So even though that does really going to be monetized for so far, so we're starting of these characters itself. So these are the girls, and we're gonna be getting rid of anything as well. And unfortunately, that was actually going to be closing out as well. So we have for one of those characters, and we just conclude for Pattaya Dragon, Anana's Dragon itself. Oh, one thing with the loaders on it, and I don't really think that was actually for Firecracker. So I cannot able to close everything as well. So we're about to get scammed for a little bit. Another one, and is this a Claire cookie? It was a yes. So we got for many more AUs, and got a lot of more things as well. So even that is not gonna be your thought as well. Chinese as well. What's this? What's this? The SS archival, and there is Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. We got some characters and license to brawl. So we got like anything as well. So even for just to do this as well, so should we call to name themselves, even though you know it is, because the characters are, we really don't know as well. The characters are the dragon fruit cookie, pineapple cookie, lotus flower cookie, lychee cookie. It was the same as a little baby as well, even for its mother as well, that she laid eggs, or nothing, I just very expected to do so. Logan cookie, that is probably the son of Logan cookie as well. I don't really think this is going to get scammed. Eclair cookie, that we got one more left to do this. And there is more of one of those titles that even to do this as we got. So even that we're gonna be spend some time, we're gonna be showing some spoilers. Like it's unable to close down as well. So what is gonna be doing next? Oh my god, that was absolutely going to get things a little bit worse. Things are going to get worse, even for just going to get pretty gone too far as well. So we have for Forest Guardians. So I wonder that we're gonna be checking out borders or like those things as well. So I'm gonna get rid of like anything as well, and because of only for to do this as well, we can't able to close down, because something is actually blocked and we're starting to get a little bit scammed. Nope, we're very got scammed like for this. The navigation got 7 sections that we got the first sections of this unfortunately this AU of reality of AUs. The second section is Comature with the pressure parodies. The third section to fifth center as the section is the general. The sixth central is the NOAA 2009 and is back for AUs, including the section 7 bonuses for the side characters and secret folder. So, like many more of those names, as we're gonna be moving on to the page 3 as well. So, which concludes for Steven Universe, Icy Rain, and many more characters, there's a lot of them, as which include Lady Peach, Sir Plum. I probably think that is actually for Lady Peach, Sir Plum as well. Even for many more as the Tropical Sandstars, the Time Jumpers, which is absolutely for the leader of Lost Time, for Vow for Cross Saint, and Timekeeper Cookie, and the Animal Pack, Happiness Delivery, Happy-Go-Lucky Parade, and many more. And we got for the internal relics, for such as crystals, work in progress, even for that you know it is, even for multiple times that doesn't going to be trying to do so. So the fourth stage is the Sea Fairy. That could be Sea Fairy, Mango, and Peppermint Cookie, which is including for Squid Ink, or something like Squid Ink as well, and a Sorbet Shark as well. So moving on to the stage 5, I guess. This is gonna be the last page to do this as well. We got extra cast members as Sherbet, the security guard, or not the security guard as well. One unknown person, which includes for White Lily Cookie, Matcha Cookie, and for some sort of Tiger Lily Cookie, Princess Cookie, and that is going to be the human form. We know this as well. Crimson Coral was another one as well. Golden Citroen, and for many more of those. We try to avoid to get scammed. That we just included for one thing as Dino Pond the cookie. And for one more thing as well, for some sort of extras as well, which includes for one itself, for her itself, that was a scientist over here, another one, and the last one we got here from even though for this other kinds of size. So the next one is Antagonist, which includes the intensities of darkness, and including for the Poison Ivy, Eternal Flames, such as 4 of them as well, and the Sightless Incorporated, and many more as well. The Jester could be the Cinnamon Cookie that we actually get it around here, including for the Forbidden Abyss of Chaos and Shadow Sneakers. Many more as the Darkness Beyond of those characters like themselves. Nothing includes like over here. And what about them? Which includes for many OCs that we got anything from their way. Moving on to the next page, it was actually for just like the same. And for this thing, for the one more page, that Onion Cookie hugs for about for the old one or protege for this pre-Pattaya Dragon for such as turning for only one for itself. Not even one for the banners, as we're gonna be knowing this. So let's get started to get all the way up here, as we're gonna be headed on for some magic candies and some props and many other kinds of things. We actually gotta be scroll all the way down, and that is actually for mascots and items that we gotta get things as well. And we got for many lots of things and some sprites from Charity's random stuff. Here's about its computer as well. So even for this going to be for one thing all the way about here. And the effects could be around for many more of those characters. And magic abilities for just many things, a lot to do this as well. So how many of those for those magic abilities with those many sprites all over to do this as well? Time effects, which is going to be a lot, and a lot from all over to do this, I guess. We got a wanted person was for the chili pepper cookie as well, and for this thing as well. Even for this includes for a round of cookies and memes around here. So I wonder that we're gonna be checking out for this thing as well, and I'm sure that we pretty added for only one suggestion as well, so not even to do this as well. And the backgrounds that we just got like anything as well, and which means around for Cookie Run background images, including for Ghost Town, and I'm sure that we're added for one thing. 2 images to go, but I cannot believe it. This is actually for one conclusion about for these, and a lot of them. So we're gonna be waiting more as I just try to add for such as, I don't really think that Cookie Run Kingdom backgrounds were the same, and probably like many more other kinds of to do this like I just tried. It's just actually the same as well, even though that it loads very slowly, then unfortunately it won't be going to get for very so much as well. So these background images are the same, and most likely it was actually for inevitable as well, so it's still gonna be keeping on loading as well. It's still keeping going to load as well for just very far as well. So looks like at another page as well, as what if I just go to be scrolling all the way to the end, and which is going to be for far enough as well. So I'm gonna be waiting to do this until I probably not able to be seeing for just a little bit a long time. It goes around for about 15 minutes or over 15 minutes at about for this thing. So the wanted person is back. What is this, of course? And what is actually for all of those things? The antagonist was also, even for not very sure, even for some sort of fire as well, which includes a lot of flames of eternity as well. So even for that, for Cookie Running images, like the backgrounds, and even not very sure it was going to be over here, this is actually for the unknown time effects. And another backgrounds that we eventually got is this, not overall from this over like those things like anything as well. So let's scroll down for a little bit as well. So this is where that onion cookie was actually give ourselves a power up. Yes, that there it is as well. So Ginger Rave becomes a woman, and I think it was a yes. I guess this is actually for some anime series, I mean anime powers. And the last place goes to anime powers, and it was a yes, I guess. And some power-ups. Alright, we're gonna be getting a little bit for this, so very too much is long. So, we're being scammed right now. And that concludes for today's video around for all quirks and features and about this comic studio, the 101 Magical Girl AUS. Even for many more things, as we got a lot of characters as a lot. Even for to do this, like anyways, that we got possible to do this as well. And which is going to be for might of all things that we're gonna be added characters. But instead of backgrounds, like anything about it as well. So even though we're gonna be added for one of them instead of such as anime for one thing as well. So let's start like getting all the way for to do this, like we probably guess. Even for its pre-ancients or pre-legends as well. And this is actually a pre-dragon for a person around of those things, like anything around here. The actual of those things could be turned into something like easily this as the Pattaya dragon. It is gonna be for not only the one thing, and as we just going to be finding out. And the next one is a pre-Lotus dragons as well. A pre-dragon of this version, and completely transforms into one of their sides as well. So not even for doing this as well. And nothing the leader was actually being turned into some sort of a dragon as well. And another one was the Litchi dragon, even that you know it as well, it's not my mother as well. And then that she turned into Litchi dragon, and it was probably real. The first thing it was actually came out of nowhere, and that does actually that she made around children or something. Or something that we guess that she becomes small. Even that her mother it is was even this. And I cannot believe it, that was actually for even for one thing, I guess. Even this is Logan Dragon. This is the pre-dragon, and poison itself that turns for something like for a sinking ship or a sinking ship like this, turn into ship as well. I am probably to do this, turn into something like this as a dragon, as Logan Dragon. I think some cookies are made by the witches or like anything as well, for many more like other things as well. So I'll be added for literally more of them as well. Even that you never know it is, as we're gonna be adding for many more of this thing as well. So what about the antagonist? It was actually for some sort of a flame. It's not my wife, or like anything as well. And many things as possible that didn't actually gonna be try to do anything as we possibly want as well. So, and that concludes to the end of this video in around for 15 minutes. We got for any first drafts, like anything as well. And more things that I just pretty able to add it for like any of those things coming soon. And thanks for watching, for all your support, and don't forget that the link is going to be in the description for this comic studio, and which contains for around for the age of 13 to view about this comic studio. And also the main website is going to be linked below, so you might gonna be experienced for many more about for better place like comics itself for anybody as well, and it's gonna be for everyone by using for the main website. And accept this comic studio from over here, and I'll be signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads and comic studio users all later to the next one for one more.